growing up in New York City, lots of Jewish people hanging around where I was, living where I was. I met a young lady. It was 2 days after I turned 16. I met a girl who was a Catholic, was going to Catholic school. She was a year younger than me. The rabbi actually had a sermon on that there was a plot in the Christian community to have Gentile women marry Jews and convert them. Both my mom and my dad were afraid that I would, be tainted. They came against Mary and I being a couple. In fact, for years, my mom would be quite abusive verbally to Mary. Refused to even call her by name. It was always the girl. I knew that there was a God, but this Jesus person, I wasn't quite sure, because I believed that in order to be a Christian, I would have to give up my Judaism. So being the kind of person I am, I did a lot of studying. I read the New Testament against the Old Testament, did comparatives, and I came up with about 300 prophecies in the Old Testament that were fulfilled by the life of Christ. So I never converted, I accepted. I accepted the promises to my people over the millennium. Mom and my dad, and here's a stat you may want, and my mom, as I said, was very bitter about it, very fearful of me becoming a Christian, and finally accepted that. As she said, if you tell me you did it because you wanted peace in your house, that's okay. And she loved my grandkids and all. But my dad, who actually was abused as a child, would always say, if there's a God, why does he allow little children to get hurt? He was talking about himself. He accepted Christ 9 months before he died at the age of 87. My only sister, who's 7 years my junior, has accepted Christ as well. My mom, who is very, very bitter, actually accepted Christ 6 days before she went home to the Lord. And although she was very abusive to Mary in the early days, she learned to love Mary, and she loved her grandkids. But about the time that she accepted Christ, she actually held Mary's face in her hands, kissed her on the forehead, and said, "Thank you, I love you."